Hi there. I noticed a friend of mine talking about illness and stuff like this the other day, and when she was talking, I noticed how she brought up that she still had a long way to go. And I didn't pull her up or anything, didn't say anything, but it made me think. She still has a long way to go. She was affirming to herself that she still had a long way to go. And this is the sort of thing that doesn't help anyone, because you know what? The universe is always listening to you. So if you feel you have still got a long way to go, guess what? You have still got a long way to go. And I know it's very easy to say these things. And it's very different practicing them, and even those that are pretty good at practicing them can also make mistakes, because that's why we have things come up in our lives like challenges, and it just gives us an idea of where we are and what's going on for us, because hey, if a challenge comes up, it's got to be something we've got to resolve. There are aspects, of course, that need to be considered, because we do inherit stuff from our ancestors, which is encoded in our DNA, and that has to be worked through our vibration. That has to come out. So sometimes when people go, oh, but how can you explain a child that's sick? And well, that's exactly where that's come from. That's come from an ancestral thing, or that's some sort of karmic tie from the past. That's a soul agreement. They decided that that's what they were going to do when they came here. It might seem really, really harsh to understand and comprehend that, but there will be some reason behind it. But that doesn't mean that you must think bad about it, or think that it's so unjust and so unfair, because you'll only be going to be creating more tricky difficulties. You just need to clear that energy, clear those vibrations, clear that karmic those ancestral links from the past, because when we can clear the blockages from the past, we can all rise up as humanity. We can rise to the next level. I think a lot of people don't realise this. We keep ourselves trapped and go, oh, when people say things like, oh, get real and all of that, it's like, you don't get it. You're not being real. You're being trapped in the matrix. You're being stuck where you are, being stuck, keeping your children stuck. It's like when you meet somebody's child and you go, oh, hi, and then the child's like doesn't really want to talk for whatever reason, and then the person might say, come on, don't forget to say not bad. Not bad? Not bad? How about, I'm feeling great, I'm feeling rocking. A lot of children are like little zombies, because they're just being stuffed full of crisps and sodas and all of that sort of rubbish junk, and then taken to films that really they shouldn't be going to, because there's always underlying messages on them, but people don't see that because they're so plugged into it, they think it's normal, when it's not. You know, you have to wake up, people. And I know that, you know, I'm probably saying this, and the people that will watch it are the ones that are actually awake, and so, hey, you know, that's all cool. But, you know, there is a lot of people out there that just do need to wake up. They just don't get it. They just don't get it. I mean, hey, I used to be asleep, and I'm pretty awake, but I used to be asleep. And I was probably a lot more aware when I was asleep than those that are asleep right now, who are really, really asleep, unconscious asleep. So if you really want to do yourself a favour, then you really want to stop drinking alcohol, because it just takes away your energy and takes away your vibration and channels you into a direction that is away from your higher self. You want to give more love to yourself and feed yourself with really high vibrational foods, and you want to apply the law of attraction as much as possible, and be really aware, be really practicing mindfulness to be aware of the things that you're saying. If you're not always aware, then you could always ask a friend and say, listen, if I ever say anything to you that you think to yourself, hey, that's not really in alignment with what you want in life, could you just bring it up for me, because so that I'm aware of it? This would be really good. Some friends like that are really helpful. Some that sort of don't like to be some people don't like feedback in that way. But another way that I see it is through animals. When people live in close proximity with an animal will also be telling that person what's going on. You can see it through the animal. So that's what I'd like to share today, is apply the law of attraction and be aware to what you're saying, because what you're saying and is what's coming your way. What you're saying, what you're feeling is coming your way. And you know, the biggest point of power, the only point of power, is in the present moment. So when you're really aware every moment, which is a hard thing, I'll give you that, it's a hard thing, but when you're aware every single moment, then you can't go wrong. I know, it takes practice. It takes a lot of practice. I've been practicing it for years. But it's so true. It's so true, and you can manifest things really, really quickly when you're really feeling it. When you're really, really in alignment, really feeling it. So so just focus on those things you want, and healing is yours. Healed already. So be well, be healthy, and thank you very much for watching. And if you have any friends who are really fast asleep, please pass this video on. It might help them to wake up. They might think they don't understand it, or they might think, nah, whatever, I don't care. But, you know, a lot of people are asleep. They're trapped in a matrix. They're in their cages that they have made themselves. And it would be nice for everyone to be free and full of vitality and full of good health and really enjoying life and just being really wonderfully kind and loving and uplifting to all other living beings on this planet. Thank you. Bye.